This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of FEATHERSTON versus Johnson. You two are coming up on your 9th anniversary, but cheating allegations have thrown your relationship into turmoil. Ms. FEATHERSTON, tell us why you are here.
Well, I'm here, Your Honor, today to bring my husband, Shahid, to court because I have questions that need answers.
I understand.
I mean, we've been together for 8 years now. I am a transgender woman, and I feel that maybe, he's losing his interest in me. I mean, our sex life has started to deteriorate, and it's a lot of unanswered questions and things going on, so I need answers. I need help.
We hear a lot of couples when one person is accusing the other of cheating that one of the first signs is the sex life decreases. Mr. Johnson, when you have this hanging over your relationship, what is it like when you all are together?
What is home like? That's the bottom line.
Well, it's hectic at home, though, because she don't believe me, and, if I go to the store, I'll run to the store and run home. Because if I'm gone too long, she'll think I'm doing something else, though. Just like when we hanging out, and if I look at someone too long, she say I'm eye contacting, like my eyes has a mouth, and it'll talk to them. Like, how am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? I can't help the way that I look, or if somebody look at me twice or something like that, but I'm not eye talking. I love her from the inside out.
And all of this is causing just a strain on your relationship.
Yes, it is, because I have no friends. I don't never stop at a bar and have my own self a cocktail and just sit there for a minute, because she'll be thinking that something else is going on.
So, Ms. FEATHERSTON, tell me about your meeting.
Well, that's an interesting story, Your Honor, because actually I was walking down the street coming from the grocery store. And like I said, I am transgender in the community. I, used to cook Sunday dinners for the kids in the community that was less fortunate and this and that. And I was walking down the street, actually, and I saw this fine red bone walking. Some pretty blue, greenish eyes, and his hair was even longer then. And I was like, hey, handsome, how you doing? And he looked at me and kept on walking. So, cooking the Sunday dinner, everybody coming in, the kids coming in, lo and behold, who walked through my door? Shahid.
Oh.
And 3 months down the line, me and him became an item.
All right, so you saw him, he showed up, and you locked it down.
Yes, I did.
This woman know what she wants. And wait, I can understand that because I saw somebody at a skating rink and I was like, yes. Yes, so I know what that's about. I know what that's about. But we're here. What are after all this, you figure it out, you all get together. Why are we here? What have the warning signs been?
Okay, another sign is our sex life. I mean, like I said, things have deteriorated. We used to do it 5-7 times a day. Like I said.
Wait, 5 to 7 times a day?
Yeah, when we first got together, yes, we used to go in
7 times a day.
I'm surprised they standing up.
We was young bunnies. Yes, we was.
We was young and dumb.
How did y'all hold down jobs and have friends or go to the grocery store or
pay a light bill?
Yeah, we pull over, go quickie in the car and stuff like that. Just our sex life was very spicy. And so, like I said, we've been together 8 years, going on 9. So probably like the 4th or 5th year, things started to slack off. So I said, let me do whatever I have to do to keep my man happy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to lie to me. You don't have to cheat on me. What you want to do, baby? You want to have a threesome? Well, let's get it in. Let's do it. So, I did everything. I did splits. I did back bends, whatever I need to do to make my man happy. So therefore, you don't have to cheat on me. And we've done all of those things, and now, to this day, we haven't had sex in months. So I'm wondering, are you not attracted to me anymore? Watch porn or whatever, and he will look at more porn with women instead of transgender women. So that makes me feel some type of way. It's like, is you into me or not?
So
that's a high bar to try to maintain. I mean, 5 to 7 times a day, there's got to be some decline somewhere.
But that's not what she's saying. She said, okay, I saw the decline. I addressed it by saying, well, what about this? And what about that? And if he said this or that, she did it. But now she's saying, I'm watching what he's looking at in porn. He's looking at natural-born women.
Right.
And she's now wondering, okay, I'm a transgender woman. is he no longer into me? Does he want to be with a natural-born woman? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not it at all, though. It's that we went through a financial stage in life. You know how everybody go through a midlife crisis? It seems like that's what we at. We just recently lost our car. I be working 11 to 7 at night, and I still be trying to maintain throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? So we're going through a lot of other things that led this to be like this. It's only been like this for a year, you know what I'm saying?
So you admit there's been a decrease in your sex life?
Yeah, this last year, yeah, up to this point.
The fact of my birthday last year, or whatever, I had a birthday party, and, you know, I had it at the club. I do perform and stuff, do shows and stuff at the club, and we had to take separate cars. And I had to have him drive couple of my family members and one of their promiscuous friends, which is a female. And when I mean promiscuous, it's very promiscuous. And we had to go to the club. If you mind, I can show you on the screen.
Sure, come over to the plaza.
Okay. My birthday party, June 24th, my birthday, y'all can.
All right.
And this is our house right here. And now this is where the club is. And it probably take about a good 25, 30 minutes to get there.
Okay.
So we all left at the same time. Now, mind you, Shaheed, this young man here, left right behind me, pulled out the house.
Look at that car
We supposed
go.
to be in the same direction, heading to the club.
Okay.
And it took them 2.5 hours to get there.
Him and this promiscuous friend?
Very promiscuous. I mean, very, very promiscuous woman.
You take 30 minutes, and they take 2.5 to 3 hours.
2.5 hours to get there.
And you are thinking, were you doing something with this babe, the
Yes,
promiscuous
exactly.
babe?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Okay.
why did it take you 2.5 hours to
Because-
get to a 20 minutes where something's 20 minutes away?
Because she had us end up leaving and
She
going
who?
to pick up another friend. My wife, I'm saying. My wife had us end up leaving to go pick up another friend with one of her family members. So we pick up the other friend. Plus, remind you, she has food ordered, like wings. You know, you got to wait on them like 100 wings. So we had to go pick them up.
All this is
And
pre-ordered
remind you,
already.
at first, I'm already a little tipsy because it's her birthday. So, you know, you start in the morning, and this is at night where her birthday's at the club. So we're already tipsy.
So
but
during
nothing
this
went on
ride
and
with
all
this
that.
overly promiscuous friend, did she come on to you?
No, she didn't.
Did you come on to her?
No, I did not.
So there was nothing going on during this car ride with you and this overly promiscuous friend?
No, nothing but agitation and just getting, you know, very aggravated, really, because it was taking so long and they want to stop here and, you know, so certain stuff going on.
Miss Featherston, you believe that something else went down.
Definitely, because once again, like I said, he said they went to go pick up somebody else, but they never came with the person they was going to go pick up.
So
The food was pre-ordered already before we even pulled off. They had already called and said the food is ready. So once again, 2.5 hours on a 25, 30-minute drive.
And the only thing that
still
shows
not
up, him, this promiscuous friend, and the food. That's it.
Yes.
Do you have any other reasons to believe that he's cheating?
I just recently worked the polls when they was doing the election for the judges and different stuff.
Okay, I'm glad you cleared that
I
up.
was like,
I'm glad you cleared that up
you
for
know what
us.
she was like, okay.
Not that poll, Your Honor.
Hell, I was worried for a minute.
And we both worked the poll or whatever and everything. And one of my friends came to pick us up. And my friend said, oh, I'm tired, could you drive? I'm like, oh, I'll drive or whatever, this and that. So we went to get our little work checks or whatever, coming back. And lo and behold, the police pulled us over. It's at nighttime, like 9, 10 o'clock. And they pulled us over for a busted tail light.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I got my ID, but I had my state ID instead of my driver's license. And the police officer, he was like, oh, you're lying to me. That's not your real name. I'm like, this is my state ID, this is my real name. But we're going to take you in, long story short, and run your name. So they took me in. A couple of hours went by after they did all of, or whatever, gave me my first phone call. I called my phone. You know what I'm saying? It just ring, go straight to voicemail. I called my phone about 10 times, straight to voicemail. Then like the 11th, 12th time I called, I hear some moan and groan or whatever, then the phone hung up real quick.
All right.
Mr. Johnson, you left your woman in jail?
I didn't leave her in jail. They took her to jail, but I did not wait outside. No, I didn't, Your Honor. I did not.
But the fact of the matter is...
But here's the thing. Why didn't you answer the phone?
Because it was dead and it was 1 in the morning, and I didn't have nowhere to charge it up or no charger.
But she's saying that at some point somebody picked up the phone and she heard noise like somebody having sex.
And that's not true, though. There was no sex going on.
And it
None of
had
that.
to be something...
Well, what was the
going on
noise then?
also, because I called
Somebody
my
picked
phone.
up. Who was it that picked up the phone?
I don't know. I had left it charging inside of a restaurant because they said they would charge it for me, and they put it behind the counter and
Do you
charged it for me.
understand what I'm saying?
All right,
Don't
Miss
add it.
Featherston.
There was no sex going on in the back.
Miss
I know that.
Featherston, you in jail. What is it that what did you hear when the phone picked up?
And I hung up.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
You know, Mom.
I was asked that question, right?
Now,
Wait a minute, because that just sounds like somebody's trying to figure it out. What?
You know.
No, I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Mr. Collins,
Or like a porn or something playing. But like I said, I called so many times, and when I did get out at 6-something in the morning, I say, so where you been? And this and that. Oh, the phone was dead. Oh, no, the phone wasn't dead because I called so many times. Let me see the phone. So I get the phone, the entire call log is erased. All the texts and the phone is erased. Now, mind you, this is my phone I'm calling that he has. So why is so that means either you've been called to got up with one of my girlfriends.
No, that ain't
something went on.
So why would you delete all the stuff from her phone?
Because I was calling asking for help with other people, and I don't like her to see that, so I erased everything, no. But I did not try to do it intentionally like I was cheating, no, because I was asked that question, and I did not cheat.
Why do you think she would care of who you asked to get her out?
Because of the way that we are now, though. If we outside and I'm looking at someone too long, she thinks I'm cheating with them or I talking.
But Mr. Johnson,
so that's why I have no friends.
Your story's not making sense because first you say the phone is dead and it's charged and doesn't work, and now you're saying that you didn't want her to see who you would call her for help. I mean, was the phone dead or not?
I did have juice, though. I did call for help, though, but I'm saying that did not happen, though. It was dead.
Was it dead?
I'm saying the and the did not happen on that phone, and it was dead when she was calling.
Well, see, here's the thing. Somebody who's used to having sex 5 to 7 times a day,
right?
I think knows what it sounds like.
Right.
I mean, if anybody's an expert on what it sounds like, it's somebody who's doing 5 to 7 times a day.
And of course, go ahead.
On top of that, to add on to that, when I got my phone back, before I got locked up or whatever, the phone was clear, the screen was clear. When I got my phone back from him, the screen was cracked and everything. So my thing is,
because I broke it.
When I heard them on the ground, they must have dropped the phone. Somebody done stepped on it in the panic. And
that ain't what happened, though.
You know.
So your phone was broke. It was deleted. All the stuff was deleted.
Erased. Yep.
They gonna prove.
And you have no idea who he called, who he texted.
And he's not
nothing.
I can ask him 1 + 1 is 2 all day. He'll tell you it's 4, and constantly will tell you that it's 4. You understand what I'm saying?
So you have the trust in your relationship has been totally, utterly destroyed.
There's no trust at all.
Because you all have been together 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. Inseparable, too.
Inseparable for 8 years, but you got this hanging over you, and you said that if he's cheating...
I'm tired. I got to go.
You got to go.
I ain't got no more time. I know I'm a good catch, and before I get too old, honey, I want to build my relationship with somebody that know my worth. You understand what I'm saying? I know I'm worth more than what I got going on.
And as you should, if I'm cheating.
8 years.
And Mr. Johnson, you recognize what's on the line here, don't you?
Yeah, I know what's on the line. Yeah, I already.
You know what's at risk.
Yeah, I do.
Mr. Culler, I think we got enough information.
I think we've heard enough.
Tell me what we got.
Here's what we're looking at. Mr. Johnson shows up 2.5 hours later from a trip that should take about 20 minutes, and you have concerns that he is no longer attracted to you because you're not a natural-born woman, and the time when he should be coming to get you out of jail, he's not answering the phone, somebody answers, and you do hear sex noises, and when you get the phone back, all the numbers have been deleted.
And all the text messages.
And all the text messages.
Because of that, this court has done a complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call licensed private investigator Brett Magleby to determine, is he cheating? Mr. Magleby, how are you? Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So in order to get to the truth regarding the infidelity allegations and Mr. Johnson, you did an EyeDetect test. Can you please explain how an EyeDetect test works?
During a test, a person sits in front of an EyeDetect computer. The eye tracking camera monitors involuntary eye movements. During the course of a 30-minute EyeDetect test, there are more than 1 million points of data gathered. At the conclusion of the test, a proprietary algorithm analyzes the data collected and provides a truthful or deceptive score.
You asked Mr. Johnson a series of questions regarding the allegation. Since being in a relationship with Ms. Featherston, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone Ms. Featherston is not aware of? How did he respond to the accusation?
He denied having sex with anyone.
What did the EyeDetect test determine?
The EyeDetect test determined that Mr. Johnson was truthful.
I ain't got to cheat on you for nothing now.
All right, Miss Featherston, what do you have to say to Mr. Johnson?
I'm sorry, baby.
No, she got to kiss my feet.
Oh!
No, I'm just playing. We doing a little bit too much now.
That will ever happen.
But I am sorry.
Oh, no.
Because I know I've caused him hell, but it's just that the fact that
Go on over there. I know you're trying to get
I
to her.
felt
I
like
see
that
you.
it was too much.
Oh. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel great now. I'm gonna go relax and have me a cocktail. I feel good now. By myself now, because she trusts me now.
Now that's part of what you're going to do.
Build up a little bit more, but I mean.
That's part of what you're going to do. The other part you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make sure you rebuild the trust.
Yes.
You know, all the things you used to do in the beginning, do those things. What you did to get her, make sure you do that to keep her.
Right.
And when you all are bringing your best to it, the whole thing gets better. You become a better husband. You become a better wife. It's so easy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Honor.
Thank you so much,
really
you guys.
appreciate it.
You're honest.
Yeah, Miss Featherston, you are every woman, and you're enough woman for your man.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a great relationship. Court is adjourned.
I'm feeling relieved right now, like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders. So now I can trust my baby more and stop arguing with him and move forward.
It feels good. It feels great. I feel great.